Here we are together again on the radio. It's you, it's me. It's this big honking microphone that looks like a black man's penis, and it's that big transmitter out there. That's what it is. No complications here at all. It's a very simple formula. I blab, they pay, you listen. That's all there is to it. Now heard in at least 2 countries. We are changing the world. One city at a time. The boys in Vancouver continue to write in. Apparently there are lines at every health club in town. You can't get near a treadmill. Because the big fat hogs who've been getting away with it for too long, once the Tom Leykis Show came to town, they had to work off a few extra pounds. I warned you all of this. And that's what's happening. You can't get anywhere near a gym in British Columbia. Vancouver, Victoria, anywhere. You can't. So, in any case, I welcome you to the program, and thank you for helping us continue to change the world. We appreciate it. On this program, I have told you for years about how women love jerks. And you know what? Many of you don't believe me. Many of you think I'm a bad boy for saying this, that this is a terrible thing to say. And not only that, many of you simply believe it's not true. That women don't love jerks. Well, I want to present to you, in case you missed it, I want to present to you Exhibit A. The woman who proves what I've been telling you all along. Her name is Robin. Robin is living in a dream world. And Robin proves everything I've been telling you boys about being an abject a-hole.
I work 2 jobs. I own my own house. I take care of my kids. I work my butt off for a living, and I help do everything. My husband got everything he ever wanted.
Did he get sex whenever he wanted it?
Whenever he wanted to. Matter of fact, while he was running around on me with Mercedes, he came to my house every other weekend or almost every weekend and was having sex with me.
What do you mean he came to your house? After wait a minute. After he left you? He still had sex. Why were you having sex with him then?
Because I still love my husband. I still want him to come home.
I see.
I told him I did not care what he did. I would forgive him, and I want him to come home. I would like to keep my marriage together.
I see.
So he ended up screwing me in the entire marriage, saying he was coming home, put the house in my name, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. So all the bills are my name, the house is in my name, everything's in my name. And so I did that for him. And he said, we can get remarried after the first year. He checked into it, everything. It's only going to be $30 and everything. Well, I believed him and did everything he asked me to do. And guess what he did? December 11th, he went and bought his own house.
Mm-hmm.
And moved Mercedes in with him.
Well, by law, you own half that house, right? Right?
I don't know. I'm in debt, and I'm working 2 jobs, and I have 3 children.
Yeah, but you have a lawyer, I imagine, and you own half that house.
I have my house. He bought another house.
You own half of the other house here.
No, because our divorce was final before he did it.
So
he had me hurry up and sign off. He kept calling me every day. What's going on? I need a new trust.
Well, you didn't tell me you got a divorce.
Yeah, well,
You keep calling him your husband. He's not your husband.
I know he's not, but I wish he was still.
Why? After he treated you like that? What does that say about you?
I know.
What does that say about you? You're pathetic.
I know. I need to move on, right?
Yeah, the guy kicked you in the teeth. What are you doing?
I know. What a jerk.
No, but wait a minute. You're in love with a jerk. And by the way, I want all my students out there to hear this. You hear who this woman's in love with? A complete jerk.
Mm-hmm. And he left me with every damn bill there was. He didn't pay nothing.
And that's the man you love. And I want all you boys out there who try to be nice and try to be good guys who get kicked in the teeth. This is the kind of man that women lust after. Complete jerks. This is why I tell guys to be jerks. Because women like you love it.
And I don't know why. I thought he was different than that. Because I had a first husband that was an alcoholic drug addict who's in prison right now. And
looks like you're batting 1,000 here.
What's that?
Looks like you're batting 1,000.
Yeah, really. I'm better off on my own, huh?
Yeah, but who made these choices, darling?
I know. I did.
And who loves jerks?
I know. And you know what?
Yeah, so don't expect me to feel sorry for you. I don't.
Well, actually, I have a lot of guys that ask me to go out, and I just can't.
Because you'll just pick another jerk. Because that's what gets you. Jerks get you hot. That's what you like. This is what I tell the boys on the air all the time. When you're a jerk, women love it. Treat women like crap. They keep coming back for more. And you are Exhibit A. There you go. I mean, do you need any more proof than that call? And by the way, if you meet that woman, Robin, she'll do you tonight. You can tell her any lie. You can get her in any position. You can crack her ass. You can do whatever you want. Tell her you're going to marry her next Saturday and then never call her again. You could do it, and she'd be okay with that. Do you need any more proof that women love it when men are jerks?
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
You have the show that every other jock out there wishes that they had.
This is the show everybody promises, but nobody ever delivers, for Christ's sake.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. At 1-800-5800-TOM. Hey, why be a nice guy? Being a jerk gets you more poontang, baby. It gets you more. You get laid more. Be an a-hole. Lee on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How you doing today?
All right, Lee.
I just want to let some of the girls out there know that you can find a nice guy and hit the jackpot.
I don't know if you've hit the jackpot when you get a nice guy, but guess what? Most girls don't like nice guys.
Oh, I bet you there's more more listeners out there that want a nice guy than a jerk.
But they may say that. You know, it's like when you take a survey of what kind of TV shows people watch. They always say, I watch PBS. I watch CNN. I watch, they name Masterpiece Theater. And then when you look at the ratings, what do they watch? Friends and ER. And it's the same thing when you talk to women about what they want. Women always say they want a nice guy, but who do they go out with? Who do they date? Jerks.
That's because you're teaching so many of them to be a jerk.
No, dear. Women were dating jerks long before I had a radio show. The nice guy always, the nice guy gets lucky when he's like 32, 28, whatever. But when guys are younger, they can't get arrested because women are busy going out with jerks.
I disagree.
Well, you disagree, but did you hear that last call? There was a perfect example. That one we played with Robin?
Yes, I did hear that one.
There's a lot of women like that out there.
Well, I feel sorry for them.
Hang on a second, Lee. Alex, you agree with me, don't you?
Yes, I do, Tom.
Tell Lee why.
I agree with you because it's true. I mean, all my friends, even my female relatives, they have all dated bad boys or married bad boys. They've dated nice guys, married nice guys, but they're boring. And they're not fun. They want a challenge. We want a challenge.
It's all based on the fact that women are hardwired to believe they can change men. Women love reclamation projects. They love alcoholics, drug addicts, chronic gamblers, fat guys. They all love guys they think they can change, like they're buying a fixer-upper.
Well, when I landed my jackpot guy, I didn't have to change nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, but how many jerks did you go through before you got to him?
Plenty.
Right. And how many jerks did you open your legs and say, stick it in there, baby?
Not too many.
But a few, right?
No, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But
you dated a lot more.
With the jerk, I'm happier now. Definitely.
But that's not my point, dear. You are now 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But when you were in your 20s, you just proved my point. Jerks. Now that you're over the hill, of course you're going to go for the nice guy. But back when you were a nice, hot, young piece of ass, you were going for jerks. That's why I tell guys to be jerks.
Right, but if I would have found this guy then, I would have been happy.
Well, blah, blah. You know what? You probably wouldn't have looked at this guy twice back then.
Oh, I have my doubts.
Please, why didn't you date other guys like him? Tell me he's the only one?
nice guys, there are hardly nice guys out there. There's more out, definitely.
No, there's plenty of nice guys out there. And the fact is, most women don't pay any attention to nice guys. That's why you don't know they're there. Plenty of guys sitting up with their pocket protectors, their Coke bottle glasses, and their slide rules, and their calculators, and their Palm Pilots.
Well, that's nothing like my boyfriend.
All I'm saying to you is that they are the nicest guys in the world, okay?
Uh-huh.
And women aren't paying any attention.
You can have a really hot, good-looking guy who takes...
I'm not even referring to how they look. I'm referring to what they do or how they are. When you're in your teens and 20s, jerks are more appealing.
I still disagree.
But you say that, but you did exactly what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I also told you that I would have gone out with him
You
then.
say that, but you didn't go out with guys like that back then. Don't tell me he's the only nice guy on earth. There are plenty of nice guys. I talk to them all the time. Meow. The world is full of pussy men.
Oh, now you're calling him a pussy man?
Yeah, goddamn right he's a pussy. Of course he is.
Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Why do you say he's a pussy?
Because you guys said he's a nice guy. It's the kiss of death.
Kiss of death.
Kiss of death. Right, Alex?
I agree, Tom.
See, Alex agrees. She married a jerk.
Exactly.
But is she happy?
Am I happy?
Yeah.
Now I'm realizing that he really is a jerk, but when I married him, I was attracted to his meanness and not his meanness, but just the chase and how he wasn't a nice guy.
He had better things to do than you.
Exactly.
And you were hot for that.
Yes, I was. I still am. I keep telling myself if I leave him, I know I'm going to go right back into dating
Jerks.
bad boys.
Yeah. It won't be until you feel like you're over the hill when finally the guy who's never, ever, ever gotten a chance to go out with you, who's been sitting home by himself for the past 10 years, suddenly he's going to start looking pretty good at some point when you're, 33, 35, whatever. Like Lee. Lee is 34, and she hit the jackpot. But before that, she went out with a bunch of jerks, and that's why I tell guys, most of our boys want young girls anyway. They want girls in their teens and 20s. That's what they want.
Exactly.
You want to get girls like that, you got to be a jerk.
I agree.
I still disagree.
Why do you disagree? You keep saying you disagree, but you don't give us any reasons.
Yes, I did. I told you that he's a good guy.
He is, but you went out with how many jerks before you got to him?
Okay, but how many women right now...
We don't care what you did now at 34. The boys who listen to this show don't want to date 34-year-olds. They want to date 21-year-olds. They, like you when you were 21, like jerks. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, stop saying you disagree, Lee. Give me some proof to the contrary. You dated jerks when you were 21. You said so. Nobody cares who you're dating at 34. Our boys don't want to date anybody who's 34. What were you like in your 20s? You dated jerks, right?
Yeah, I got stuck with them.
No. You didn't get stuck with them. You chose them. Right?
Okay, if that's the way you want to put it.
Not the way I want to put it. Were you raped by a jerk?
No.
Were you handcuffed by a jerk and kidnapped?
No.
You chose jerks. Right?
Okay.
Not okay. You did, didn't you?
Yes, back then I did.
That's my point. Back when you were that age, that's the age our boys want to date. So when I tell the guys to be jerks, doesn't it make sense? Be a jerk, you get young chicks who love jerks. I mean, what's wrong with that logic, Lee? I'm listening.
What's wrong with that logic?
Yes.
The logic is that a lot of women don't want jerks.
It doesn't matter what they say they want. They may say they want nice guys, but they date jerks.
Okay, then why do they say they want nice guys?
Because it sounds like the right thing to say. I gave you the example of, when they take surveys on television and people say, I watch PBS, I watch CNN. But in reality, they watch Joe Millionaire. Now, come on. They may say they want to watch educational shows, but they don't. And it's the same thing with women. Women will say, oh, I'd love to meet a nice guy, and then they keep dating jerks and treat them like crap. I don't care what they say they want. All I care is what they actually do. And just like you, Lee, when you were in your 20s, young women date jerks. So if you want to get a woman who's in her teens or 20s, all you have to do is be a complete a-hole.
In what respect?
Be inconsiderate, undependable, unreliable, talk trash, say we're going to call you, not call you.
In what respect?
Turn the radio off, please.
Who, me?
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. My radio is turned down.
All right. So do you girls understand this? Well, you just sit there and think about it. Ugh. Unbelievable. The truth hurts, ladies. I know it hurts. I don't care if you say you want nice guys. The reality is not what you say. The reality is what you do. And what women do is they do what Robin did. They date jerks. You want young women? Be a jerk. It's that simple. 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Carlo on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Carlo.
All right, well, you know what? I could not agree with you any more than that. Me, I'm a gay man. I live in West Hollywood, and there's no way in the world that I could date a nice guy. It's not attractive to me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
It's just not. You want to be treated like, and it's sad, but it's true. That's what turns you on. You don't want this nice guy who's going to call you all the time and do all kinds of sweet things for you. I'm sorry, yeah, it maybe sounds like a nice fairy tale, and that's what everybody sounds like they want, but it's not what they really want.
Well, they say they want, the nice guys.
Sounds right, because that's what everyone wants to hear. That's
right. Whoever says, I want a jerk who's going to treat me like crap, nobody ever says that. Thank you, Carlo. Our telephone number toll-free from across North America is 1-800-5800-TOM.
The Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
At 1-800-5800-TOM. Michelle on a cell. You're on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Michelle.
I believe that these women have a lack of self-esteem and a lack of respect for themselves. That's why they go out with those kind of guys.
Yes, but the better looking a woman is, my opinion, based on experience, the lower her self-esteem.
I mean, what's the point of going out with a jerk? What does it bring at the end?
Because you think that's all you deserve.
No, well, exactly. It's a lack of self-esteem. Therefore, if you have self-esteem and respect for yourself, you don't go out with jerks.
But the women who have the self-esteem and have respect for themselves are usually the big fat hogs, the 4s and the 5s. These are the women who have self-esteem. These are the women who belong to organizations like NAFA.
Oh, come on.
The National Association of Fat Acceptance. The women who call themselves BBWs, Big Beautiful Women. The women who go to clubs like Club Curves here in Culver City. That's what they do. That's the kind of women with high self-esteem. The women who are 400 pounds and walk around in these frocks. You got to be kidding me. It's the perfect chicks that have low self-esteem. The ones who go, oh, my God, I'm 116. Normally I'm 115. They're the ones. They're the ones who are really hard on themselves. A 10 implies perfection, and so a 10 will constantly freak out if one of her boobs hangs just a little lower than the other, even though that's totally normal. They will freak out if they're brunettes and they think guys want blondes, or vice versa.
Well, I think that they need some help. I don't know.
Well, until they get help, I'm ready to bang the crap out of them.
Well,
I'm not here to give them psychiatric advice. I'm here to get laid.
Well, then that's perfect. A bunch of guys like those girls, so...
Yes. Water seeks its own level.
I just think that the outcome is not great, and therefore, why date this kind of guy? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, trust me, dear, it's the girls who are not perfect who have high self-esteem. Perfect girls have problems.
Well, we all do have problems.
No, but
to a certain
the
extent.
better looking you are, the more problems you have.
Well, then I feel sorry for them.
I don't. I bang them.
Oh, exactly. But it's perfect.
You know what I say? Shoot first and ask questions later.
Perfect. Exactly, and you should go for it. You can get it, then perfect.
I've been shooting first and asking questions later for a long time.
If it floats your boat, go ahead.
You know what we say at the Tom Leykis Show? We have a slogan here.
Mm-hmm.
And apologies to Carl Jr. If it doesn't get all over your face, get out of my place.
Okay. Well, I don't live in this kind of world, so...
You don't?
No.
But you have a boyfriend or a husband or something?
I have a boyfriend, actually, yes.
You do?
Yes.
Is he an American?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, what's he like?
What is he like?
Don't tell me he's a nice guy.
He's a great guy, actually. He doesn't treat me like...
Must be from another country.
I am.
Of course you are.
But,
in this country, it pays to be a jerk.
I guess, unfortunately, I feel it's pretty sad.
Yes, well, you moved here. What can I say? You wanted a green card. Here you are.
But I don't have a bad guy, though. He doesn't treat me like so.
I understand. What I'm saying, though, is that,
Yeah.
That's mostly the way it is here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I just want you to say that that's what I thought.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
All right, Michelle. Here's Candy on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, is this after your credit card was approved?
What?
Is this after your credit card gets approved that these young women date your ugly fat ass?
Dear, I don't give out credit cards.
Oh, is it cash then?
No, I don't pay cash either. You hear what I say on this show.
Sorry.
All I do is splash cash. I don't spend it.
I don't understand.
Believe me, the women who've dated me know it's true.
Please. What? I know. The women the escorts who dated you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, fine.
Yeah.
Well, you believe what you like, dear.
Boy.
You couldn't get me.
I wouldn't want you, Tom.
You couldn't get me if you did.
Seven-figure incomes. I dated guys who did production. I dated guys.
Yeah, they did production. Oh, yeah, that pays what? 5 figures, I think.
Yes, high figures.
Did you date Brett?
Who?
Did you date Brett, my engineer? He's in production.
Did
you date Gary Zabransky? He's in production.
Date anyone from your show because that would be lowering my standards.
Lowering your standards, yeah. Who did you date who made 7 figures?
Who?
What kind of person?
He was a producer.
A producer of what?
Music producer.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And where is he now, dear? Where is he now?
Where is he now? I dumped him.
You dumped him.
No,
yeah.
I dumped him.
Yeah, you dumped him. After he didn't call you for 3 weeks, you dumped him.
No, honey. I ignored his call.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I ignored his call. Anyways, like I said to you.
No. If you repeat what you said, I'm hanging up. You have to keep coming up with new material to stay on the air.
Okay, Tom.
The easiest way to get hung up on this show is when you say, like I said, and then you proceed to repeat everything you already said.
Okay. Tom, were your wives satisfied with you when you were with them?
What do I care? Why do I care now?
But they dumped you.
No, they didn't. You're wrong.
Oh, now I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, not now. Always.
You said your girlfriend was Argentinian, but earlier you said she was Jewish.
Dear.
I
see your educational level is right up to snuff.
Oh.
Do you think it's impossible to be both?
Wow, I never heard of an Argentinian Jew.
Really?
No, actually, I never heard of that.
How often have you been to Argentina?
I haven't been to Argentina, but I am South American, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? From Mississippi?
No.
Oh, from where?
None of your business.
Yeah, right. You're not from South America.
Yes, I am, actually.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am, actually.
Please, where's the accent, dear?
Where's the accent? I have the accent of where I'm living in currently right now.
What accent? Oh, well, why is that?
My family is Colombian, actually.
Yeah, but you're not.
So what? I was born here.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? It's easy to.
So you're not Colombian. You're American. Don't. You're not from South America. Don't even start with that.
Colombian is Colombian American. My family's Colombian.
Oh, please. But you're not.
And?
No, you are not.
Here?
Yeah, that's right. That's how you determine what you are. You're an American.
You are really stupid, though.
You were not born here until after your father came here to sell crack.
My father sold crack. Was it to you?
No, actually, it was to your boyfriend.
No, it was to my boyfriend. No,
the record producer.
I dated a lot.
The guy who went out and got a card printed up at Kinko's said he was a record producer. That guy that you dated.
Unlike you, they had class.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You need to grow some class.
Yeah, really. You're 28 years old. What's your husband's name?
I'm not 28.
How old are you?
I'm in my early 20s.
Oh, really?
Early 20s.
Well, Dean thought you sounded old.
Oh, thank you, Dean. I know I sounded old. I sound mature.
Yeah, what do you look like?
I'm 5'9", 130 with 36 Ds.
Are you attractive though?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Or do you have a horsey face?
Yeah, no, I don't have a horsey face. That's the girls you deal with. You see, ugly.
Oh no, not the ones I deal with.
Like I said, I wouldn't even sleep with you for $5,000. I wouldn't sleep with you for any money in the world.
Dear, I wouldn't sleep with you anyway. Your father's a crack dealer.
Ugly.
I wouldn't sleep with you anyway.
You big, fat, ugly.
There you go. You feel better now?
When the women
do you feel better now?
Have to put a bag over your head or over your body, you big, fat whale. Huh? What's that so?
Just remember, dear. Just remember, dear. There you are, sitting out there, making me rich, calling into the radio station.
You're demeaning women. That's what's making you rich.
Dear, you cannot be demeaned.
You know what?
You can't go any lower than you are.
You
can only be demeaned if you're at a higher level than you're at.
Pigs like you there.
You couldn't be demeaned, dear.
Male chauvinist pig. If I was
what is a chauvinist?
Made more money.
Do you know what a chauvinist is? What is a chauvinist, darling?
You are one of
darling, what do you? Did they teach you in Colombia all the years you were there what a chauvinist is?
As much money
The Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800.
Women love jerks. Susan on a cell phone. You're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi.
Well, the last caller annoyed me so much that I needed to call in.
And here we are.
Here we are. And I'm 34, very attractive woman. I've dated plenty. I dated guys from the gym, pretty boys, ton of jerks. And I'm so thankful that I didn't pick one of them to marry.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've come to my senses. I only date wonderful men that treat me well. And but I do disagree with you about coming to my senses that it's my last chance to get a guy, because young men hit up on me more than ever.
Yeah, but they won't marry you.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, I'm telling you.
Well, I have my point is that
when one marries you, let me know.
Well, I'm a bit choosy. I'm very selective.
I'm telling you, guys in their teens and 20s will not marry you.
Well, I wouldn't want that. And I don't want a man over 40 either that would date a 20-year-old. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of my point, that you want someone...
Every man over 40 would date a 20-year-old if he could get one. Every man over 40 would date a 20-year-old if he could get one. Yeah, but they wouldn't
marry them. They won't marry a 20-year-old.
No, I don't agree with you. I absolutely think they do.
Really? You think they'll marry a 20-year-old?
If they could get one to marry them, sure.
And then when they realize when there's nothing to talk about and there's no substance there, that the girl is...
you know what? I'm speaking from experience here. I'm 46. My girlfriend is 27. So she was 21 when I was 40.
Okay.
All right? We have plenty to talk about. And we get along great. And everybody who knows me knows that she's like just great for me.
That's a great relationship.
And she's hot as hell.
Well, there are plenty of us 30-year-olds that are hot as hell too, and just because we're...
Yeah, but guess what? The ones in their 20s are even hotter, and that's the point.
Well, it's nice to be in their 30s and look like you're in your 20s.
No,
hot as hell.
No, because you know what? You have to use a certain amount of foundation and other stuff to make yourself look like you're in your 20s. No, but my girlfriend doesn't wear an ounce of makeup. Not an ounce.
Not me either.
Come on. Lipstick, something. You use something.
Ooh, you know what?
Eyeliner.
I use Clean Living.
What's that?
That's what I use. I'm a good person. Beauty comes from
Come on, you got to remove those shadows under your eyes or something. Come on, you use something.
You know what? I'll email you a picture.
Okay. Everyone who says that, they never do it, but go right ahead.
Will you give me an email to email you?
Sure. I'll put you on with Dean. He'll give you my email address.
And will you comment on it tomorrow?
Well,
or later?
Yeah, if you send it.
Yeah, you'll comment on it?
Yeah.
I think you should.
Don't beat a dead horse here, okay? I said I would. That's it. Send it.
Okay. Okay, wonderful.
We'll see how hot you really are. Of course, I have no way of knowing if you're wearing makeup in the picture.
But then again, well, then maybe we could have a real conversation.
Do you have a turkey neck or anything? That turkey neck thing is a real turn-off. You know that Courtney Cox kind of turkey neck thing going on there? All these guys who think those chicks on Friends are hot, they've all got the turkey necks going on. All of them.
I'm a cross between
They all look like they're over 40.
I'm a cross between J-Lo and Diane Lane. I hear it every day.
So you're a blonde with a fat ass?
Hey, baby, I got booty, sure.
I bet you do.
It's all in the right
Baby
place.
got back.
Baby got back.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just saying that I'm thankful that in my 30s I can really pick a good one. In my 20s, we're picking 40-year-olds. Who wants that?
Right, but that's my point. That's why guys should go. I tell guys how to get the young chicks. Just be a jerk.
And I would give my guy friends the same advice.
Do you know how many women out there who have dated me never heard from me again after I was done with them?
Oh, poor souls.
Never.
Poor souls.
I just kind of evaporated.
But now, in my 30s, I'm wise enough.
You know how many of them keep calling me and keep writing me? Come on. I'm a jerk. Get a clue.
Well, that's why you have to go with a 20-some-odd-year-old.
No, but I'm not. Oh, what a burden. All I get are the 20-somethings. Oh, my God, it's terrible.
Hey,
I actually had some who were like 18 and 19. Oh, it was awful.
More power to you.
It was horrible.
If they're not that bright, then they deserve it.
Dear, we're not going on Jeopardy together, okay? Part A inserts into Part B. What more do you need?
You know, I was brought up not...
Are we playing double Jeopardy? We're going to go on and... come on.
Well, I'm trying to have a conversation.
Dear, this is dating. This is not going to college, okay?
Well, it kind of is.
I just love how women in their 30s go, when they're so stupid, they're airheads, those girls. Yep. Who cares? Who's having a conversation with them? I just want... Get ready to bleep me, Brett. I just want them to shut up and blow me. Please don't try to have a conversation with me. They're not on my intellectual level, and I know it. The last thing I expect is them to have a conversation.
Right, and I mean...
Just show me where to stick it in, and I'm in.
And are you going to marry this one?
What's that?
Are you going to marry this one? If you get sick, is she going to be the one by your side?
You know what? Yes.
Yeah?
Because she's from another country where they believe in doing that kind of thing.
There's a few left over that are...
Very few, dear. Most women in this country have been turned into abject bitches. And, yeah.
And a lot of them are in LA.
And I have the perfect example. The perfect example is the one that, my own experience. Could you put a hot dog on a plate, put it in the microwave for me? Yeah, well, you got two hands. Why don't you do it yourself? Yeah, that's the American woman in a nutshell. I'm out.
Hey, the bad ones ruin them for the good. That's...
You know what? The other night, I want to tell you about my girlfriend, who, I don't think she ever saw a hamburger until she came to the United States. She was at my house making hamburgers and hot dogs the other night. Now that's a girlfriend.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-866. Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
I have nothing but the greatest amount of appreciation, gratitude, and respect for what you're doing here. I really thank you.
The Tom Leykis Show.